My name's Charlie McGrath. I'm the founder of WideAwakeNews.com and a host on the Rinse Radio Network. You know, we crossed a line Friday in this country. A lot of people in alternative media have been talking about, martial law, how bad things could possibly get. Brad Sherman was warned by the too big to fail that if they didn't give all these billions and trillions of dollars, we'd have martial law on the streets. Now, the mainstream kind of just shirked this off as a conspiratorial notion, a bunch of tinfoil hat guys on the internet talking about this kind of thing. But Friday, a line was crossed that even the people completely sold out to the red team or the blue team should be able to see as clear as a nose on their face. National Defense Resource Preparedness Executive Order gives the government the power to declare martial law at any time, peacetime, wartime, national emergency, you name it. Of course, they're saying it's under the name of national security. We have to do this for national defense. Our forefathers warned us. They wrote it in paper that if we gave up a little bit of liberty in order to have some safety, we're not going to have, nor do we deserve to have, either. Now, hindsight being what it is, we can look back and see this progression of liberty-destroying legislation come into play. We don't have to go back to 9/11 or the Patriot Act. We can just go back the last couple of years. We have czars in Washington, D.C., from everything from Afghanistan to weapons of mass destruction. We have a super Congress that will filter through all the trivial legislation and make sure only the important pieces get voted on. And recently we have National Defense Authorization Act 2012 that will make you disappear if you're deemed a belligerent actor. Recent legislation also makes it a crime for you to protest for redress of your grievances if the executive branch decides that it's a special security event. You could disappear. Now, a lot of people think that, when we were talking about potential martial law and panic in the streets in 2007 and 2008, they thought we were crazy. They thought that this could never happen inside this country. But you better wake up and pay attention, because the sand is rapidly running through that hourglass and the guns are pointing inward. You don't pass emergency legislation such as National Defense Authorization Act 2012. You don't put czars at the head of everything from Afghanistan to WMDs. You don't have super Congresses there to whittle a 535 member body of Congress down to 13 or 12 people. And you don't sign executive orders giving the government the ability to declare martial law at any time unless you plan on using them. Wake up, America. Time is running out. Stories are attached. That's all I got.